Hey everyone, today we're going to dive into something that's, well, it's powerful because it's so simple. It comes from a source called Essential Rituals for Morning Vitality. And really, it's all about one thing: taking back those first few moments of your day to completely change the tone for everything else that happens. So let's just jump right in with a big question, okay? Does your morning serve you or do you serve it? I mean, really think about that for a second. What's the very first thing you do when you wake up? Is it grabbing your phone and just, boom, getting hit with a wave of emails, notifications, and all that stress? So many of us start the day already on the defensive, right? We're basically serving the day's demands before we've even had a chance to properly wake up. And that's exactly where the core idea from our source material kicks in. If we really want to change our mornings, we've got to shift our whole perspective. We need to go from just having a mindless routine to creating a mindful ritual. Now, I know it might sound like we're just playing with words here, but trust me, the difference in your mindset, it's everything. Okay, so what is the difference? Well, a routine is just automatic, you know? It's like when you're brushing your teeth, but your brain is already a million miles away planning your commute. You're just checking a box. It's task-focused and honestly pretty mindless. But a ritual, oh, that's totally different. It's intentional. It's about being present, right here, right now. It's completely mindful. So here's the key takeaway, the big idea. A ritual is just any action you do on purpose with your full attention. That's it. It's not about adding some crazy complicated new thing to your morning. It's about changing how you do something you're probably already doing. It's a total shift from worrying about what you're doing to focusing on how you're doing it. And this whole idea of intention leads us right into the next big piece of the puzzle, which is just as important. It's this kind of counterintuitive idea about the power of keeping things super, super simple. The thinking is, to get more control, to get more energy, we actually need to do less. I mean, we've all seen this myth online, haven't we? The idea that the perfect morning means you have to get up at 5 a.m. and go through this whole complex hour-long production of journaling and meditating and working out and making some fancy breakfast. Come on, it's exhausting, and it pretty much sets most of us up to fail from the get-go. And this is what I love, because the source material is so direct about this. The very first thing it stresses is simple. That's not just some side note. It's the entire foundation of this whole idea. The real power isn't in some long, complicated checklist of things to do. No, it's in the intention you bring to just one single, simple act. Because here's the truth, and it's actually really freeing when you think about it. Simple is what sticks. Simple is sustainable. You know that intense hour-long routine? Yeah, that might last a week if you're lucky. But a simple 2-minute ritual, that's something you can do for a lifetime. And when it comes to building a habit, consistency beats complexity every single time. Every single time. Okay, so we've got our two big ideas, right? One, turning a routine into a ritual, and two, keeping it simple. But how does all this actually lead to that vitality and good health that the source talks about? Let's connect those dots. Yeah, the source wraps it all up with this simple promise: for good health. And we need to think about that in the biggest possible way. This isn't just about your body. We're talking mental clarity, emotional balance, that feeling of being grounded. Think about it. When you start your day with one calm, intentional action, you stop that flood of the stress hormone, cortisol, from hijacking your system. So instead of waking up straight into fight or flight mode, you're starting from a place of peace, a place of control. And this really lays out the whole pathway for us, step by step. It's so clear. First, you just start with one simple action. Step 2, you pour your full attention into it, your intention, and that's what turns it into a ritual. Then you just do it consistently, and that's it. That steady, focused practice is what builds up that incredible sense of vitality and health over time. It's not magic, you guys. It's a totally clear, totally achievable process. Okay, so that's the why and how. We've covered the theory. Now let's bring it all back to you. Let's make this personal. It's time to think about designing your morning. So what is that one essential ritual that could be your anchor for the whole day? And please remember, the key word here is simple. I mean, look at some of these ideas. It could literally be just taking that first sip of water and actually feeling it, you know? Or taking 5 deep breaths by a window, just 5. Maybe 1 minute of quiet stretching. Or writing just one sentence about what you're grateful for. Even listening to one calm song without trying to do 5 other things at the same time. See? That's all we're talking about. That's really all it takes. So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this one final powerful question. And look, don't get overwhelmed thinking you need to totally change your entire life by next week. Forget that. Just think about tomorrow morning. What is the one simple, intentional ritual that could change how your day begins? And who knows, maybe it could change everything that follows.